viewing. Let me share my screen. You know what you see? I don't know what screen I'm sharing.
Yeah, we see it.
All right. So I made it where we can kind of just click on it and I'll update our charts here so we don't have to flip back and forward. And then set up the shares here. Did anyone maybe acquire anything from last scan? The only one that I got is here, guys. This is getting bought like crazy. I mean, this is the weekly chart. And look at, I mean, I know most of you don't care about the MACD divergence, but this system does. And look at this monthly bottom, weekly bottom, and a massive divergence. And they pay crazy dividends, just FYI. So I did add some of this. I believe the average was like 12.3-ish. So this is in my portfolio now. What else did I add? I had Wolf. And then I was debating on adding CSIQ, but I did not add it. This was the last one I was looking at, and I think it's still not bad add here. Might have missed it in terms of entry, but let's see, about 17. That's what we talked about last time.
Didn't you get Chewy as well? And that did really well too.
Chewy did, yeah. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second, please. The kids are not asleep. 1 second.
No problem.
Sorry about that. Hello, guys, going through regressions. Chewy, yeah, Chewy was a great ad in my opinion, but I think it's not necessarily a long-term hold. If you got it, I think you almost have to take these little profits that you get, right? If you're, am I audible? Because I was on mute for a moment.
Yeah, we hear you.
It's not a company I would honestly hold for a very long time, personal. So if you are getting at 15, selling at 17, 18, I think that's a pretty good return on a shitty company. And then another one that we had, I believe it was HSY. The Hershey company. I think this is building up right now for a potential rocket, right? So yeah, here's the weekly top. They're really accumulating here nicely. And have you guys checked cocoa futures lately?
Yeah. 10,000 on or something.
Yeah, so they're hurting a little bit, right? Because it will hurt their profits. Of course, they're going to increase the prices to consumers. But, you know, when you look at this here, there it's a monthly, weekly bottom. Anytime it goes to the bottom band, you almost catch $10. So I don't know if they're optionable, like heavily liquid, maybe even to play something further out, right? This is a $60 move. You could play about $30 out or $60 out, well, 6 to 8 months or 12 months out. Okay, so with that being said, I'm running basically a quarterly scan to see if there's anything at value, and I have it grouped by the sector. If you guys see something that I skip and you're interested in it, just scream and we'll look at it. Baba, you guys know I'm already in Baba. I have a lot of Baba right now, and I'm looking to see if we crack this level right here, guys. If we crack this is going to be quick. This is going to be rather super quick here. So I would definitely watch for this right now at $84, right? And there wouldn't be much resistance besides this high that we have, but we would tag 108. I would trim some of my position there. I have about $70 average or something around there. I would look to close some of it. That'd be about $40 a share. So I would trim some of it, protect my investment a little bit. I'm not a big fan of Chinese companies. Nothing against them. It's just their accounting rules are not. They don't follow the same stuff.
Hey, Shorty, can you check JD?
Yeah.
Too, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, JD was. I mean, here's your JD. Tap the monthly bottom perfectly here at 21, and it ran. I mean, 60%. What's that? 20, 30%, 40% since. Not an opportunity here, right? You want to catch it at least somewhere here in the bottom. I think somebody wrote KVEB something. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. I think it's Chinese ETF, maybe. Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, this has potential to run. So JD, I don't. For me personally, I will not buy here. It already did a lot, right? From 22 to almost 32 now. Yeah, 33. Yeah, about $10 a share, right? That it took off.
Thanks, Shorty.
Mm-hmm. I would wait for it somewhere in between here, 22 to maybe 24-ish, 24.5. But I won't buy this personally.
Yeah, I'm already in. I'm just
What
deciding
where did
whether
you
I
get
should.
it?
I got in at 28, but trying to figure out whether if I should cut it
It's gonna hit
or let it
36.
run. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Shorty.
Mm-hmm. You can do whatever you want, but it's going to 36. It would
Yeah.
be a strong rejection there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Oh wow, this got destroyed. Whatever this is. Kind of holding company. AAP. Some of you guys were in this, I believe. This has still potential to run.
Still in there, yeah.
Say it again.
I'm still in AAP from like 3 stock cams ago. I think
Yeah, I
average
think
is about like 55.
yeah, I think you got the best fill on that, man. I think your target should be about first is 83, which they already hit, but I think they want 95.24.
Yeah, I cut a quarter off at 83, and then still holding. And then plans to cut at about 95.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, you already protected your investment, sounds like,
Yeah,
which is good. I typically do that. Oh, Dollar General. I don't know if you guys remember, but that was on our scan list too. I think 3 months ago. We can check. I have it. But this is not a bad company to have. The only thing is the geopolitical risk, right? Their supply chain that might hurt from this. That's the only concern I have with this. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Hormel Foods. I have no idea what that is. Wow, CVS got smoked. Whoa. Wow. How far does it want to go?
CVS next to my gym just closed.
Which one is stronger, Walgreens or CVS?
I would say Walgreens, but CVS is like, I mean, that's their main competitor. That's the two.
Man, they're really.
Why are they getting hurt so bad? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, that whole sector is gone righted, got acquired by private equity firm APO.
Oh.
Yeah.
I won't mess with this.
Gotcha.
What about PayPal? Oh my God. No.
Yeah, they took it. So.
PayPal's ready to go, guys. I mean, it hit the monthly bottom. I think it was on our list. Not this round, but the previous one. Somebody asked for it. I'm looking to see what we have. PayPal. Yeah. Retest the monthly bottom. Good long buy. I guess that's long gone, huh? Retest the monthly bottom. Beautiful. That's, I mean, that's pretty good returns, guys. Even if you don't hold it for a long term and you take some short term gains, that's not bad. About $17 a share is pretty good. Once they clear 71, I mean, that's not bad too. $85, $50 a share. Maybe even some options on this. I'm just gonna see how much are options on this one. I'm gonna look at something. What is it? We're in May, probably October. 85 calls on this. See what they do. Oh, Twilio. Yeah, Twilio bounce off the monthly bottom. It's actually a good setup here, even though it looks like a bear flag. I just don't even know what they do, to be honest. So I don't know if it's gaming or. Is this Fiverr? Do you guys know? Is this the Fiverr company, like where you submit work?
Yeah, that is. And then Twilio is basically, text messages, you get two-factor authentication and other things like that's what Twilio does.
Okay. Is Fiverr profitable? Does anyone know? Right off the bat. Maybe somebody check, just see if they're making money.
Yeah, I'll send you a link 1 second.
Sure, thanks. It might be worth looking to see. I mean, they got destroyed, guys. I mean, look at this. 211, they're back to 57, weekly bottom, monthly bottom. I just don't know their financials much. I know what they do, but I don't know if they're profitable or not. Zoom, I wonder if she's still buying. No interest in that. Here's Wolf. I did catch more Wolf, guys. I did buy more here. I got a really good fill too. So obviously, if we can kind of crack 29.12 here, we're targeting $35, $36 and above that. Ultimately, I wouldn't mind doubling my money. Going to 50, I would probably offload it, quite a bit of it, right? 3/4 of it or so, and I would look to exit there, and then ultimately let the rest ride to 74. This is not a bad company, especially if the chip act goes through and US decides to do what they need to do, and you can see some divergences on the selling right here. So I'll definitely keep an eye on that.
I saw it dip the other day and bought in a good bit of it.
Yeah, I did too. I think maybe it was the same day that we bought it. Because I remember you writing something and
I bought it the day before, but I think my average price, I bought in 3 times and my average price was like 21.74.
Oh wow, man, you should have said something. That's a hell of a price. I didn't get that good of a fill. I think I got 23 some change.
Yeah, I hadn't been online that much, but I got it saved in my watch list, so it was alerting me on my phone. I saw it drop over 10%, so that's when I opened my phone and started buying.
No, that's a good. This is a really good price still, in my opinion. So, probably add a little bit more. See if I can add it below here, below 26 and below in between here, I'll add it.
Yeah, I think it's going to get a little resistance right here at 26, but
yep, no, it has it. That's the monthly bottom. So, but you see the major divergence here. The divergence goes all the way to 70.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I can average below 22 and it goes to 70, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's 3 times.
Yep.
Speaking of chips, you know who I'm.
Say it again.
Speaking of chips, you know who I'm going to mention? Intel.
Yeah, Intel. I mean, I already got my starter position, but if you want to be patient, Intel is here, guys. I guarantee you it's going to come here. Intel's going to be heading here shortly. It might pull, you know, one of those where it does something like this. And Drew knows what this is called. Does everybody else know what this is called?
Bearish backdoor.
Bearish backdoor.
Be bearish backdoor on the weekly, and it's also monthly mid. I'm pretty certain. Watch, pay attention to this. I'll leave it here. They're gonna hit this. I'm not sure if they're gonna hit it 826. I'm just giving you the level, right? But that I would watch this and potentially even short it, you know, options wise or whatever your account allows. Maybe some shares. But I'd look to go long here. I mean, if it goes here, I will load up at that level. I see some chat. Baidu, isn't that Chinese as well? So Baidu hit the weekly bottom here at 94-ish to a penny. If you guys see, tapped it. And now it's gonna hit 118 and it's gonna reject there. Ideally, if it peaks above like this and does something like this, then you could potentially short this for about $20. It'll go to 94 probably again, unless Chinese, but Chinese stocks have been running. I mean, the market's been running for them, so. Well, Verizon's good, but it just completed the whole cycle. You guys see, you guys remember when I was screaming Verizon? I just kept hitting, buying lots of Verizon here. I have a lot of Verizon, and I don't mind collecting their dividends actually. So I bought quite a bit here. It was one of our scans. I would not necessarily be interested in buying here, but let me change this to quarterly. Yeah, so it's on the quarterly bottom. So they're going to target to go to 45, which is really good. I still have it, not selling. Well, I didn't even know that they're public. Charter is public. Wow. That's cool. Why are they so expensive? I mean, it would go here. And the next level would be this one here. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I don't even know what they do. I guess they're doing a lot if their price is valued this much. Body set SYK.
Well, for Charter, I think they're in talks to buy Paramount. I think the deal with APO didn't go through.
Oh, yeah, Paramount's a
And then,
streaming service, right?
yeah, and then they're pretty huge on the west side, Charter.
Mm.
It sucks, but it's pretty huge.
But it's priced like it's not. This is gonna bounce here. I'm not sure what Striker is, Corp. But they're gonna bounce here. This is a monthly and a quarterly backdoor. This is gonna make new all-time highs if this is all-time high here. Wow, this whatever this is, it's pretty insane. Tapped quarter. What is this? Does anyone know what the hell is this? I mean, ideally, if I was to consider buying this, it would be somewhere in this area here. And then obviously I wouldn't mind 180, but that's quarterly. And it just completed the full cycle. So from the bottom of quarterly to the top, you're talking about, man, it completed that in a year. It's pretty fast. I wouldn't be interested in buying it here for long term though. Has to be lower. Wow, what the hell is this? You guys see this monthly candles? It looks like a 1 minute candle. What is this? Oh my God. can't even imagine regular candles. I gotta switch to see this. Wow. Oh man, they're about to dump all the way down to 217, whatever this is. What is this? Doesn't anyone know? Is it like Bitcoin? I see Bitcoin name. Oh, that's not Bitcoin. It's back.
No, it's a medical instrument company.
Health tech, medical specialties.
Poof, somebody selling the crap out of it here, man. Aggressive selling, man. This is going down to 190. I wouldn't touch this with anyone. Oh man, this is disgusting. Yeah, no interest in this one here. I'm just taking care of the people from Discord. Haas, I mean, it did touch the back on the monthlies. I think this was on our list. I'm 100% sure I have some of Haas.
Yeah, Hasbro pays good dividend.
Yeah, I'm 100% not sure I have it. I'll check, see. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty powerful here. If they, yeah, there's a high chance that they're gonna go towards 100. Probably hit 80 here, but it has a really good chance to run.
Brody, can you look at VNO if you have a chance?
VNO?
Yeah, I got something like at 17 a while back, but
Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of resistance here. You got it at a good price. You got it at quarterly bottom. Depends what your strategy is. What is this? Real estate?
it's a REIT.
Okay. I mean, if you can be patient to hit 52.3, but there's gonna be some pullbacks here. They might even stay here for a bit. See how they kind of. Like you see here, how they came back here and they're not letting them get back inside this value. Once they do, you're targeting this 52 here.
Thank you.
I still have MBL. Probably, man, this is setting up for an explosion here, guys. Look at this. I'm on monthly candles, guys. So, I don't know. This looks pretty good. Really strong MACD divergence on the monthly. Once a $55 stock. I mean, I have quite a bit of it. And I think my average is actually below this right now. So I think it has great potential to run. I mean, this is one of those companies you buy and you literally just sit on it, in my opinion, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but they own a lot of products that you guys use daily. So, and they're restructuring their business a little bit. So it's gonna take time, but it's one of those, if it hits, I mean, think about it. If you're buying at 7, 8, well, let's say if it goes even to 30, that's 4 times your money, right? Yeah. VFC, we talked about that one, is actually pretty good. Already have this one, I got it. But this is not bad. I mean, as long as it holds here, 11.14, this is not a bad necessarily add. They also pay really good dividends. I think that was on our scan on 328. I like this one. See, yeah, I wouldn't buy this ES just because it annoys me every day. Okay, this one's here. Let me just change something here. I'll go to monthly for a moment. This one was on our list too, I believe. Oh no, it was NEM, not NEP. Not sure what this is. It has to reclaim. What is that? 36. Put it on the list. See what.
Sorry, can you do PNW?
One second, I'm just writing notes for this one. So which one?
PNW.
Pinnacle West Capital. Yep. Hit the monthly bottom and basically right now it's gonna target to hit 77. This is a really, really big zone here. Above 77 hits 85, but that would be a complete cycle. You see, they completed the whole monthlies. And now they're probably going to reject here, I would think, dip somewhere. And if they crack this, you catch this. Do you already have it or?
Yeah, I actually got it around 66-ish. That's not bad.
It's a really good entry.
Yeah. Thank you.
Did anyone buy this YUMC, the Yum Brands or whatever it's called? Last time, did you guys buy this?
Yeah, I bought and exited.
Yeah. This was a good trade though. I mean, it jumped almost $10 since we talked at that time. Might be interested to get back some here. Because this candle here had a massive explosion, really, really large imbalance, and you see them coming back to it. So now clearing 40 highly that they're going to visit 50 here. Probably going to dabble some here money on this one. Look at this, if it's 35.47. I don't mind paying up to 37 on this one, but ideally between 35 and 33. Etsy. Oh, we gotta tell Burnside about this one. What in the world is this? Man, it looks like it wants to take off. BTI. I'll look at this one. This one's at a really good level, guys. You guys see those Ashi candles here consolidating with the really big divergence? This looks like a typical setup for a rocket. If you guys remember the Wyckoff setup. You guys know what I'm talking about? When you're gonna go inside, then you spring here, and then you're looking to get in, and you have a high chance to probably crack this. I'm actually gonna look to just scan their financials tonight, see what are they doing.
Tobacco company?
Well, no, I mean like financially, what are they doing?
Yeah. See, Shorty, they wrote off, a lot of goodwill, right? That triggered that sell-off. And that also took, partially, MO down too. And now it's stabilizing there.
Looking at their sales, man, but they're not growing right now.
Yeah, they're not growing. It's just a dividend play like MO. Like you get MO below 40, you buy it for quarterly $1 dividend, right? It's like that.
Oh. Man, their net income, holy shit. Yeah. Take a look at this one a little bit more. If you guys want any of these healthcare ones, let me know.
Shorty, can you check HUM Humana?
Yeah, where is it? Oof. Wow, they ran it up that far, man. I remember having this cheaper than 100 at one point. Yeah, it's a no man's land for me. If you're gonna look to acquire this, I mean, it got sold off heavily.
Yep, on the Medicare rate news.
Yeah, it would be around 280.
Yeah, so far it is getting a strong support around 300. Every time it is dipping below 300, people are buying it.
Yeah, so what they're gonna do then, typically what they like to do is if they know you got support here, they know your stop loss, their stop loss is somewhere here, right? So ideally, what you want, what I would want to do in this, maybe if it dips here, actually, I might acquire some, not a lot, but something like this. And I mean, this would be ideal. That'd be about 70 bucks a share on 280. And one I regret not putting a lot more money in is Salesforce. I had a lot, but not that much. When it hit this level here, man, I really think it can go higher than this, guys. I don't know a company that's not using Salesforce right now. And if you guys work on any, I'm pretty sure you guys are on it. If you're a little bit bigger company, you're on Salesforce. And it might be that they're, I mean, this is a monthly backdoor here. The way I operate, I mean, I wouldn't mind buying it here, knowing, you know, that my average is much lower. I'm just increasing my average on that equity here. So probably gonna stay put, but man, this is a really good company. I wouldn't buy it here, but just because of the average, right? Let's see. Lucid. We talked about this one. I remember something funny about this one. Is this a car company?
Yeah, electric car, I think.
US?
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure.
I mean,
That's Lucid, man. That's Lucid Air.
yeah, is it
Yeah,
US?
yeah, but backed by Saudis. They lost 370K per car.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
370K per car.
Okay. They're in the wrong market. They would need to go back and sell it. And oh, they have some cars for 70,000. That's crazy if they're selling it. I mean, it could be a speculation play. You could run it all the way to 6 here. I just don't know if I would be throwing a lot of money at this personally. I mean, it could be next Tesla for all I know, right? And this is where you have to be an early investor, right? So you have the early investors, right? The adapters, and then you have, you know, some hedge funds that come in and buy it, and then, you know, it goes on to the retail when they buy it somewhere here. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this thing was more expensive in 2020. Wow.
See, these companies only selling high-end EV, right? So they need a buyer. I think they have cash left for 12 or 14 months. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, especially exactly. I mean, when you're burning so much cash, and are they profitable on their cars yet? Meaning, are they selling a loss? Probably. And you know what Sunny's implying is that if your equity, whoever's funding you is giving you $1 billion, and your burn rate is 100 million a month on losses and whatnot, you know, cost of goods sold. I just can't.
They're going to come out with an SUV, I think, so they'll raise capital soon. The car is nice, but no money though. Like Sunny said, no money.
The problem I have with companies like this is I buy the car, they go bankrupt. Who's gonna fix my car?
Oh, yes. If you are buying a Lucid car, it has to be on lease right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be honestly. Oh, I like this. What is this? Papa John's. Alright, I know you scanned this one already. There's no way you didn't. He probably is in. Are you in? But this is at a very good level, guys, on Papa John's. Why did they get destroyed? They got more than half here. Man, ideally, hitting this right here on the quarterly would be perfect, but I think they're gonna bounce here between 58 and 52. Yeah. I wouldn't mind buying this at the quarterly bottom here, guys. 46.52. This would be a longer hold for me. Actually, this one's pretty good. I like this one a lot.
Ulta Beauty's coming up close on the monthly soon. It just got sold off heavily by insiders.
I can't buy it. My wife shops at the other place. I forgot the name. I can tell you if I check my bank account.
Sephora, bro. Sephora.
Oh my God, Sephora, dude. Fucking Sephora. Dude.
You have no idea. I feel your pain.
I have ideas, man. Don't make me do it. Every fucking week, there's a hair product that comes out and it makes your hair shiny.
Yeah. I can
make some of your money back.
Yesterday.
I can't do that. It's Sephora public.
For Papa John's study, the guy, the CEO left for Shake Shack. That's why it dropped so much.
Oh, hold on. The Papa John's CEO?
No, not that guy. That guy was, that guy was
the majority owner.
Yeah. He got liquidated, right? I think.
Because he did something stupid, right? Didn't he make
some
racial
like slur? Yeah.
Are you talking about Rob Lynch?
Yeah, my bad, dude. I'm driving. Give me a second.
That guy's fairly young too.
Yeah, Range.
Wow. Actually, I really like Papa John's here. I added it. If I can get it between 52 and 46, I'll buy it. And you said they have earnings, so Eric, like, let's just hope they dump, man. Let's pray they fucking destroy it. And that would mean DPZ. What happened to them? See, totally different picture on Domino's. Do you guys remember when we got trigger for long on Domino's at 300? I don't know if anyone has it, but yeah. It looks crazy, but this was our entry somewhere here. Let me see. I think I might have some still. DPZ. Buy at 295 to 303. There's what I'm looking at. Oh, I have to find that again now. Right here. if you're looking to build portfolio and the research stuff, you get some really good ideas here to research. Do they have earnings? This company, when is their earnings?
It's tomorrow morning.
Oh, they're in for a fucking surprise. Oh man, they're in for a fucking surprise here. Oh my god. All right, well, let's see them crack this tomorrow. I want to see them crack this level tomorrow. You guys bullish or bearish on this? Earnings.
I'm bearish.
Damn it.
I just need 130. I'll book my loss and get out.
Well, hold on. Where's your loss?
This is a 2021 things, right? You know, I have like average 145 in Disney.
Oh, dude, yeah. I think this company is worth $30 or less. But there's, you know, when you, has anyone read the book Demographic Cliff? Nobody? Maybe a good book to read. Newer kids, newer generation that we're getting in, do you guys see them being interested in Disney?
No.
Yeah.
I have Disney.
You have
It's one of those ones that retail likes to play options on, though.
Oh yeah, but as a company, right? I mean, they make their money off ESPN, Disney, what else? The other.
I don't know. Honestly, with how late they reacted to the social media wave and the way they operated, like I kind of just don't. They're starting to pick things back up by the way they're making movies and their storylines, but I don't know. They were really late, like omega late to adapt to the social media wave, and then everything that happened with their storylines and political agendas, you could say. They've come back on the political agendas, but I don't know. I just kind of have lost faith in them after both of those things.
No, they haven't really cut back on it. You could still get the.
Well, the
quotes.
CEO came out, or someone high up came out and said they're going to start to.
Oh,
Didn't
okay.
they just buy Fortnite too, or invested in Fortnite or something like that?
I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
they bought that.
They bought the game?
Yeah, they own it now. So all the characters, everything. That's why you see a lot of cross plays. Hence the spike, surely. Hence that spike.
Oh, okay. Well, that's big, right? Because I know, so that's what I was implying. They have to shift their business, right? I personally don't think that the parks is a moneymaker because there's a lot of operating costs to run, you know, a park.
I work there. That makes a lot of money, Shari. Like that.
Oh, you know, I've been, yes, and I know the hot dog at $24 is high margin. Like I'm pretty sure it's big profits, but it's also seasonal, and if there's any recession, that's the first thing you're not going to go to. I mean, you see what I'm saying? If the recession times are coming, I don't necessarily see parents saying, "Don't worry, we won't pay the house. We're going to Disneyland."
It makes sense.
So, yeah, I think if that's the Fortnite, if they're shifting the company as it sounds like they might be, and I think they got their CEO back, right? I think he left and he came back or something like that. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them pull back. Ideally, you know, you see the monthly bottom, guys. I mean, if you don't trust the clouds, I promise eventually you will. Look at the level. I mean, it tapped it perfectly, and now they just completed a full monthly cycle. And I'm pretty certain we talked about Disney before because it does come up a lot in our charts. Let's see, where is Disney? But I'm just not sold yet at these levels. I think it has a chance to go lower. Okay. Wolf, we talked about. Somebody asked. Wolf is at a really good level. I like that one the most at the moment. What the hell is this? Oh God. Yeah, I don't know what this does, but it would never end up in my portfolio. It can go $3 if it wants to go, but I don't buy penny stocks.
I know you talked about
Not everyone needs to own, Shorty. That's he rolled a truck down the hill.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, that's fake company. You don't invest in it.
No, I would never buy this. No. I don't buy stocks that are, probably pink sheets. I don't know when they stop. Yeah, I mean, they might even, no, they're not on pink slip yet, but they will be soon. They're at $20 at one point though. Imagine being this guy. Oh my God, $93. 52 cents. It didn't lose much market cap. Lose it all soon. Well. Oh man. You're headed to the promised land for Starbucks. This is my top pick. This is my top pick. Easy top pick for this session. Where do you guys think I want it?
64.
Oh yeah, 60. I'll pay 66 for this. I'll give them the evil number. Yeah. Oh man, this would be a beauty at 64, guys. Oh my God, they also have really good dividends too. I don't know. Did you guys look at their earnings? Anyone? Sunny, did you look? There was something really odd about Starbucks earnings.
No, just the sales down. That's it.
Yeah, sales down, but it's mainly driven by the boycott of the Middle East and everything that's happening. So I think that's just a storm that they're gonna get through. Personally, I don't know how much it's gonna impact this
The
company.
only factor is, for this down the line, I think is recession. If people lose job, office sale of Starbucks will reduce.
No, I agree. I totally agree. But believe it or not, I also have a contrarian opinion to that. People are so stuck up with the status that they have a Starbucks cup in their hand when they walk in downtowns that I still think they would probably drink coffee before they eat. Like I think one side of this generation is needs mental coaching of somewhere because it doesn't make sense. I know people that buy Starbucks, I would say twice a day. And I know how much money they make, and I have no idea how they afford it. Or maybe I'm just cautious with my money a little bit more. I don't know how you spend $7 for coffee. To me, that's
Exactly. That's always my question.
like I have no idea how you do that. Why don't you just buy NWL shares? I mean, come on. You can at least.
But they lost market cap like in China too.
They're gonna get competition, I would say. I mean, especially when people smell the blood that their sales are going down, that opens up that entrance, right? So it's just that we don't have a very strong competitor in the United States right now, in my opinion. Dunkin' Donuts, I don't think is. I don't know. I don't consider them that big of a threat to Starbucks. Starbucks is more of a bank, and than it is actually coffee shop. Once they came up with a rewards program and everybody loaded their money into their basically accounts, that money is already prepaid to their earnings. It's just a matter of when, and then they hit you with, "Hey, go get it now and get." I don't even know. If I ask my wife, she'll know all the promotions. Get it now, you get 30 points or whatever stars, and I think they can convert those accounts that they have into their cash. That's their probably biggest problem. Do you guys know how much money stays on prepaid cards a year from all the processing companies?
Billions. It's gotta be.
Yeah, billions. Like $1, $3, $5 on those Visa cards, and you know who gets to keep it? They shouldn't
Companies.
company. Yeah, they get to keep it after a certain period of time. They feed out. The best money they ever make. They didn't invest at all. All right. Let's see, what else do we have? I like this is Chinese. I remember this one. Tan. Definitely Chinese. I remember. I think it's solar or maybe a car.
The solar.
Solar. Such an interesting level. Does this have options? Because everything's been running in China, right?
Shorty, do you have a percentage that you try not to go over for your total capital invested into a stock? Like out of your
Highest right now is 14.5.
Okay. Do you know what like your average would be?
I can tell you in a bit. Remind me after this, I'll tell you.
Okay.
It's not that. That's my biggest holding. I would say the next one is, I'll probably say about 7 and a little bit.
Okay. That's perfect. That gives me a clear picture.
Yeah. Typically, I don't go over double digits in most. But if I do find a good company at a really good level, I do buy a lot of it. I'll free up cash elsewhere. Or if I have outstanding cash, I'll buy with good chunks. Like Pfizer is fairly big for me, and I would increase my position in Pfizer if it goes lower.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Vail is good, man. I really like Vail. It's coming up to a really, really good level. Yeah, I like Vail. I mean, I don't even know. Some would consider this, what is it, descending triangle for our retail traders here, right? Probably see something like this. I mean, if you can, the problem is if it slices this, it's gonna hit this quarterly. Last time it hit quarterly, see how it completed the whole cycle? There, Arch, or I can't pronounce your name. But now it's holding this monthly bottom of descending, so they can dip this right here. But I think it's good. I mean, they would have cracked it by now. And there was a nice divergence. They played it out. I don't see a lot of aggressive selling. I'll check this one a little bit more. Volume profile, I think I already did. Well, let's see. I like tan options for 3 months out. Honestly, with tan, if it's optionable and liquid, I'm not sure if it's liquid. Man, you could catch $20 move on this. So what is this? May, I would look probably September. I will look at September 65 calls or 70. And tan. Is this the inverse NVDS? Man, I got burnt on this. No, that's not it. I got burnt on the video inverse at 280. When the video was at 280, I got burnt. About 15 grand. I can't look at it. Wow. What in the world is this?
Your expression says everything, man.
Yeah, I just can't look at it.
Yeah, I let out a chuckle.
What is ARM? What did they do? I don't have enough data. It seems like it's a recent company IPO. Yeah, they just IPO'd in September. I wouldn't be able to tell you much. It's a little bit more data. I mean, they're gonna go to 120 if that helps you. It's gonna go to 117.
They energy efficient IP solutions for CPUs, GPUs, and NPUs. It's a semiconductor.
This might go hand in hand with NVIDIA. Did you guys know that Microsoft puts their servers underwater? I watched the documentary the other day.
Yeah.
No, but that's sick.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I don't
No.
know. I was like,
Is that just for security purposes?
No, for cooling purposes.
Cooling purposes.
Ah.
It's in the ocean too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. They run them in the ocean. You know, one company I really would like to get a little bit cheaper here is Oracle. And I think they're about to go. Yeah, they're about to fly. You guys see what they're touching right now? I thought they had good earnings. Sonny, do you recall? I thought they had a really good earnings.
Yep. And that earning triggered that sell.
Yeah, that's weird. Let me see. Man, they're growing like double digits, 20%. I'm just looking at their financials when you guys, when I'm talking about, I'm just looking to see how they're growing in terms of revenue, looking at their gross profit.
See, last couple of years, this has been a big problem. Like take any October, they dumped it to from 72 or 3 to 46, 47. In 6 months now, today it is back to 71. Like waiting for long-term capital gains is becoming difficult. Everything is becoming short-term capital gains.
But yeah, and our president wants to fix that by charging you 45%. I mean, it's a good company, man. This is a really, really good company. I'm not sure if, I mean, every company I've heard of is pretty much running Oracle of some kind of SAP. Man, I know they're optionable. I'm gonna look at this, see if I can. I'm gonna look at Oracle here because it's doing that quarterly backdoor, bullish backdoor right now. I like this one. It's gonna go to 130's target. There, one set. It's just not a. Nah, I'm not gonna look at it. It's just not a lot of meat for me here. I want it a little bit cheaper, I guess. I'm being greedy. I wouldn't mind 85. I'd take it at 85, but not here. And for a lot of you, right, especially if you're younger, right, when I say, you have to understand the risk that age brings into your life, right? For me personally, if I was younger, if I was, 18, 20, whatever, 30s, I wouldn't mind putting a couple of grand in this. Even now, I can put $2,000-3,000 in this and not worry about it. If I lose it, I'll accept it, right? But as you age, your risk profile changes quite a bit, right? Especially for people that have kids. You're looking for things that necessarily, are not volatile. You're not going to lose, 99% of the value in 3 years. And I mean, does it have more upside here? Sure, but why has it been sold off, right? And if it's not making money, right, it's not profitable. You're betting on management. You're not betting on anyone else. So CLX, I don't know if anyone has this. They had earnings that like really bad earnings or something, and they sold off, and they literally ran it up ever since then to here. I did get decent fills on this. If it comes back to 124, I'll probably acquire some more on Clorox.
Looked at Penn the last time, and it's
Oh,
back
Penn
at
is
monthly.
Penn is good. I looked at Penn. I've been looking at Penn here. I'm trying to make a trigger. I can't figure out what did they do again? I don't know. Is it gaming something?
I am not sure. Forgot.
It's like I can't remember the name of the other company. Basically, sports betting online.
Ah,
Pretty sure.
Like the DraftKings?
Yes.
because I don't know.
Is
if
this
you guys-
Barstool? No.
No pin.
Sports content, casino
I
gambling.
don't know if you guys remember DraftKings when it was at the bottom here when we said $12 on DraftKings is a deal. And man, was it a deal on this one?
When was that at?
Let me find it right now. I think it was when was this or when was?
Oh, is that I was like, is it the COVID low or is it?
No,
Oh no, that's
no, this is not COVID low.
oh 2022. Okay.
This was recent. It wasn't that far back. Let me see.
Probably 2 or 3 scans ago.
Yeah, this is 2023 January. I remember it. Like I remember it because Mr. Bean actually asked about it. If I was good at searching on chat, I would probably find it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Shorty,
back in the day, I had DraftKings, and Luce was always betting on DraftKings, so I was happy because he was driving my stock up.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it at one point, and I know Dumpster was also joking about DraftKings. There was a lot of jokes.
One of the reasons it went up is they were getting legalization in different states. So initially, they didn't have the ability to do the online gambling in all the states. So as they opened states up, it got better and better, and that's what kind of caused the push up. The initial was hype, and then it fell down to reality, and then they started opening up more states. That's what happened.
I misspoke on Penn Entertainment. Actually, it's gaming and racing facilities, but they got casinos. Focus on slot machine entertainment.
I mean, I think this is at a really interesting level here, guys, and it has a massive honestly reminds me of DraftKings. I'll probably.
It does do online sports betting too. Interactive segment operates online sports betting and casino applications. And then they also have Freehold Raceway.
So this is what
China Park Racetrack, Stanford, Orlando Kennel Club.
Oh, ESPN bet. Wow. The score bet. We need one of these quarters here to be like this.
Its short interest is increasing. Right now, 29 billion shares are short, which is 22% of all regular shares.
Wow, that's pretty heavy. It seems like there's somebody wants to buy them out then. A little bit cheaper. So, yeah, but their cash flow is struggling. What did they do here in 21?
Wasn't 21 when everything was flying?
No, but their cash flow, something happened with their cash flow.
Did they issue stock or something?
Mm-mm.
Would that have showed up? Did that show up as cash flow in this?
It'd be financing, but or investing here, but I don't see it. You see debt issued, paid. So it looks like they. I mean, that's the only positive here. Plus operating. They did something that triggered something here. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. I'll probably buy Penn actually. it just looks identical to the DraftKings setup that we had back at 12. If they have options, maybe even a leap on this would not do bad. Target like 35, something cheap. Let me see how much are they for a year out. I mean, there's no liquidity and options at all. Oh, there's some, I lied. Some, not a lot. I mean, this might, wow. January 2025, open interest is 10,000 contracts. Huh. Somebody wrote him. I'll probably take those. That'll be January 2025. I might need more time. I just don't know how this will respond. Yeah, but there's no
Yeah,
liquidity anywhere else besides those January 25. Okay, I'll probably go with that.
they had a good run the last time you mentioned them. It's just come back down since again it's touching that level again. So that's why I figured I'd mention it.
Yeah, I think I'll buy the January 25, 30 calls. They're going about $35. I might just buy like 30 pack, put $1,000 in it and see what they do. Okay. You guys have anything else? What is it? JKS? I thought that sounded familiar.
Can you check NEE?
MEE?
Yeah.
Nothing is coming
No,
back.
no, in as in Nancy. Nancy, England.
Next year, yeah. I mean, opportunity was a 58. It's coming up to some resistance. If it can clear 73, then it hits 80. I would not be interested. If I was long in the monthly bottom, I would close it all actually at the monthly top, about 80 to 81.
80 to 81 exit all and 73 like half exit, right?
That's what it looks like. I mean, this is where I'm looking right now. I mean, if I had it at 53 to 58, that's how I would have played it. I would trim my initial investment here in this zone that's coming up. Oh, they're in it right now between 72 and this. They're in the zone now. So this is not a bad exit. I mean, you think about this, right? When you go back, let's say on
Yeah,
daily.
I have it at dream price like 48.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't be greedy on this one too much. I don't know what they do, obviously. It looks like energy, but they're coming up some resistance here. And if you're to draw a volume profile here, I would say, you know, if you just grab this section right here, it'll give you a clue that it's coming up to some key resistance.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's it for me. So that honestly, top list from me right now. Wolf, I added, right? PayPal might not be bad for an option, right? But let's see if it comes back a little bit. Charter, I'll monitor. I do like Starbucks. Probably I'm most excited about Starbucks because they do have good dividends, and I don't see them dying, at least in the United States. If the recession hits, I agree. You know, it wouldn't be the first thing they buy. But I do like the company to invest in a long-term hold. Penn, I'll probably do the January 25th, 30 calls. So I'll probably put $1,000 into it. See how they do. And then if BFC continues staying in here, I might just add a little bit more to it. So if they kind of stay in here, as long as they hold 11-ish, probably add here next time. And then I would look to see if I can catch a decent run. Guys have any other? Let me see the chat. Make sure I didn't miss anyone.
Can you check SYK?
Billy, Nvidia. Yeah, Billy's coming up to 15.5. They're bouncing off the monthly bottom. They'll reject 15.56. Once they crack that, target's 23. Neo, that's a car company. Neo we talked about, I believe, last time. Well, maybe I'm confusing it, but I'm pretty sure we had Neo on the list. Yeah. Yeah, we said 328, 422 would be a great buy and target 1568. So they hit the monthly bottom completely here. I mean, this, along with the rest of the Chinese market, I think it has potential, man. What a bounce here. I mean, $4. $2 gains on a $4 stock.
Take a look back in the time on that one.
Like, was it expensive?
Just take a look back.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's coming up, right, to a decent level. What an evil number. 6.6, and then I flip it at 6.6 again.
So do you have a VPC on your team?
VPC.
Sorry, WPC. WP.
What is this? It's at the monthly bottom right now.
Yeah, I think it's a housing. What do you call it? REIT.
Oh, yeah. US or?
Yes.
Wow, dude, they have really good dividends, man. They have 6% yield. I know. This dividend's pretty crazy, man. Wow. Do you have this?
Hold up. Yeah. Nah, I hesitated, but it's not bad price to get in, right?
I don't personally think so. I mean, I just have to look at their profile if they're based out of US.
Yeah, they're like net leasing company, I think. But they do. Someone recommended me, so I was like, let me run it by you. I don't know much about it though. The housing sector, not to tech. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, reading about it a little bit. I'll look at their quarterly. I'll look at their 10Q today. I'll read it tonight on the phone. See what they do, but it looks interesting level. I mean, this is a good level. With 6% yield, man, that's pretty good, dude. It's really good yield on dividend. For me, the buy spot's like right here, right now. So between these, right? You look at this 57 and 54. And I would target probably 71. The only thing I don't like is, man, probably the number of bankruptcies right now are increasing, and if they own a lot of commercial real estate, which that's the only thing I want to check.
Yeah, net lease. Yeah. Yep.
Man, commercial real estate hasn't taken a hit yet, man. I honestly think they're going to collapse.
Okay.
Because most of the, commercial real estate's on variable loans, on rates. So if there's no sign of slowing down on these rates, man, some of these banks are going to start collapsing again. Most of their business is from self-storage operating properties. It's actually not bad business to be in my opinion. As we run out of space, people hoard more stuff. I'll take a look at this one tonight. I'll read there. Thank you. Okay. Any other?
You have one more? Time for one more? Sorry, I was building scooter for a while. I just kind of NVST.
NV?
ST.
Thought you're leading me down the NVIDIA path. Not yet. It has to be about 23.4 for me. Not here.
Okay, sounds good.
Because it still has room to dip, and I don't want to buy it on the dipping up. On this, I would look for, one of those patterns where you get a higher average, right? But at least once you clear this level here, then you have some potential, right? I mean, here you're buying, but I think it has more potential to go down here if it loses. And then when you go on the weekly here, yeah, I don't know if they're done selling this just yet. This will be my top scenario that I would play for. Something like this, get in, up, then I could drive it from 23 to 35, which is good.
Yeah, see, the only thing with this guy is like healthcare. So if something comes out, it's done, right?
They're in what?
Healthcare space.
They sell dental products.
Yeah, I started working recently with a dental company. Hence, yeah.
Are you giving us insider info?
Nah.
Workday NVIDIA. I don't have any news on NVIDIA, guys. I'm not gonna go back to it. Odds. It just looks like, yeah, like a rocket.
I have a.
This is at a really dangerous level on T-Mobile here. It's almost like as if they're about to have some bad news on their network or something collapsed. Man, this is ready to plummet. At least to 133. I mean, that's $30 a share. Obviously, they loaded it up here at 170%. That's pretty good returns.
So suggesting buy, puts 6 months out or 12 months.
I don't suggest. I would just tell you that I would consider. Let me look at this. I thought I had notes on this. I am. Let's see. TMUS. I thought we had this on the list.
This one truly looks like shorty.
This one looks pretty good for short. I mean, this is your monthly top and quarterly top. And look where they rejected.
Precise.
So, yeah, I mean, look at the divergence building here. Obviously, this is an options play. What is this, May? This will have to be like next year, 12 months plus. This will be leap. Puts 100p. Here's the striker. I would not consider this. Looks ready to come down monthly and quarterly top here. On this, I would definitely not be interested. I mean, it can be a blue sky breakout. I'm not sure what they do. But right, a lot of people will watch this flag if they crack it. But if they lose 320, watch out. There'll be a quick revisit to 250s. So 290 and then 250.
I have a wartime stock. They do thermal sights for weapons.
What is it?
KOPN. It's 90 sets right now, so it's coming up to monthly. And that spike there was, I don't know what drove that.
I think that was the plane that they came out with. Yeah, that was the warplane they came out with.
It's might be a good idea since all this stuff's picking up with war. I know they did sign some contracts recently, some like $1 million contracts. Their earnings are kind of.
I mean, I don't ever buy anything below a certain level, but this actually might make sense.
Yeah. I got my eye on it. I mean, they fell from like 250 pretty quickly after they had a bad earnings, I believe. But another earnings is coming up right now, like earnings is tomorrow or something.
Now, let's see if they dump him all the way down to this monthly, like 60 cents or something like this. This would be ideal if they dump 60. I would consider throwing some money at it. I mean, if you can catch $13 on $1,000 investment.
Now,
That'd be pretty good.
what about
Sorry, they did warplane sim. I think they did a sim for the one of the planes. Which one is our bomber planes? The stealth one.
Oh, the B-12 or whatever?
Yeah, whichever one is like the stealth one that they did a sim on it. That's why.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they have earnings tomorrow, and I mean, they did bad and missed last earnings. So if they do well this earnings, would you buy some? If they plan on rocketing it from here?
If they hit 60, I'll buy it.
Gotcha.
Even if they come anywhere close to 60, right? I'll consider buying it. 60, 70 cents. I'll buy it. But this is more of a play, even if you pay 90 cents, honestly. You put in $1,000 and then it goes to $13. That would be pretty good returns.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Shorty, could you look at S?
Yep. Sentinel. It's getting ready. So they shifted the value higher, right, from here and to the higher. There's a buyout rumor when this ran up at one point. I would look to, if you're not in it, I have quite a bit of S. If they come down anywhere here, 20 to 19 might be a decent level. The break over 23 is what's going to send them. I think they'll be bought out. What else did I miss? Workday. Workday is a good company. They're getting some competition now, though. So here's Workday, hit the quarterly top. It still has, it requires patience. Workday out 180 is pretty good entry. They'll sell it off. I mean, you have levels in between that you can definitely, in between this, you would be a decent level somewhere. You can split this difference somewhere else at 220-ish. But they want to sell it cheaper here. I think I hit all the ones from the chat. Coin, that's the last one. Coin. Wow, I didn't know coins at $300. Wow. Crazy. Man, it can set up for a major run here. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, they can go higher here. This is be a monthly backdoor here at 188. So if they come there, that's a decent buy. I'll rocket from there. Could put in higher highs. All right, guys. I think that'll be it for me. I'm about to close my eyes on sleep.
Trey, I got a quick question if you don't mind.
Mhm.
M period, ignore the N period. That's the late spike, basically.
Yep.
So we're looking at, which is basically high of the day, is the top for both ES and NQ.
That's correct. So
okay.
You can bring it up real quick just so you guys know. I mean, everything I would say today worked out as planned from what I've written and what we talked about that day prior in a class, if you guys recall. So they did everything pretty much by the book, right? They had a gap up. They never really allowed to come in and close. They gave us a lot of boring action. Then they hit the 192. They came back to it. And then luckily Bean said, we need a spike. I said, I agree. And then they spiked. So Bean is asking, where's that spike, right? Where do we measure it from? Well, Bean, since you wanted it today and you got it, let's find
Yeah.
it. I actually made quite a bit of money on that spike on NQ. Made a decent chunk.
Where J and K ended is the base, right? And then we go up to the top.
Yep, let it just load real quick and then we'll. Actually, for this, I prefer to see the other one here. Come on. All right, well, this one's loading. So we knew about this right here where it was boring, right? They were holding building value. C made higher highs. They came back and then they basically rocketed. Just so you guys know, I didn't cover it in class, right? When these are framing up, when you have these letters framing up, how do you know what do you don't want them to break? I mean, because they all look like letters, you wouldn't know more information, right? You find the bottom, find the top, and it should not crack below the 50. Because usually when it cracks the 50, you know, the rule, and not rule, but rather a tip on, you know, TPO, once they crack below this, there's a high chance that, you know, they're going to visit the lows of that same period. So as long as they're above 50, that's pretty good for framing up. And then you see here, the M period, we came in, we gave a nice bull flag, and they dipped perfectly here, right? I was targeting somewhere, I think it was here or 185. Ideal was 185, but I think it was here that we also had something else at 188 today. I don't know what it was. And then M period here, you see the J period high is sitting right here. So this is your what? What would you guys call this?
The base of the spike.
Spike base, yep. Is there anyone on the call that doesn't understand that?
Yeah, Shorty, can you repeat that?
Yep. So the only period that we can't verify, right, if these single prints are real is because we ran out of the time, right? This is 3:30 to 4. Therefore, M period always gets verified when? In the A
Next
period.
day.
Next.
Right, so when M period goes away from the highest high that you have or lowest low, if it's a bear spike, you want to mark that level as a spike because this level hasn't been verified with the next period yet. So now we know the base spike is 199 and the top of the spike is here, right? You don't measure or you don't touch the end period, right? I sent a note to TradingView to make it optionable, like where you don't need the end period. We'll see now what they respond. So it would be really good if you open in what area to be bullish, not somebody who knows the only answer. If you know
Well,
the answer,
I just want to tell you, if you use that TPO where you can define your periods, you can actually turn off the end period so it doesn't show.
like this one.
The one that has the time frame, not that one. No, there's another TPO.
Settings of TPO.
Session, or just type in TPO, put in TPO on their search. Yeah, session time price opportunity. That's the one. And then you can go into it and go into the inputs. Go to the inputs, and you can change the time frame setup.
See.
And then change that from session from all to like New York session or custom. Change it to custom.
Market only.
Or you can do, if you do custom, you can then change the time frame and you can get rid of that last 15 minutes. And it can basically be from 9:30 to 4.
Let me see if this fixes it. This should also do it. If they're only market, they should not give end period here. See if they do or not. Yep, you're right. So that would be the only way then. You have to go
Thank you, B.
custom and
Then do
change.
custom, yeah, and then just change that.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
So I guess a lot of people won't be confused if you're using this, right? We don't need volume profile.
Yeah, I was turning that off. Yeah. I don't know if you have M period in there.
Let's check. I just didn't like how big that was for a moment. Nope, there's no M period.
You need to do custom then.
I thought I did custom.
Oh, custom and then choose New York Exchange. Oh, wait, it probably doesn't matter because you already are New York, right? That, yeah.
Well, if you have it figured out, send it to me.
Isn't
Yeah,
it where
I'll
it says
do-
exchange, you just select New York?
Yeah, see, with me, I just go in, I have custom.
America, New York.
I do America, New York, and then I've got it from 9:30 to 1600 hours, and it works. Change the time to 1600 hours. And mine works. Mine gets rid of the period.
Mine is just not bringing back the period.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is. I'm just gonna remove it for now. Either way, so the spike, does that help with spike, Fred?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Yeah, I messed up today. I was up like 300. I gave up 300. That's why.
So in terms of open, right, where do you think would be a really bullish open then?
Within the M period, like test it and then go up.
Well, you can measure it, right? So as long as they open above 51.99 and a half and they don't dip below it, that's actually pretty bullish, right? If they open above 207 and a half tomorrow, that's going to be extremely bullish tomorrow. So I would definitely watch that. And it looks like we're holding that level anyways. We're holding right here somewhere in between. So that'd be really good, right? So if the close was somewhere around here, we're slightly long. So maybe it won't be volatile open in the morning. Maybe they just chug along to the next targets that we have. And there's a little bit of,
Sorry, question for you. Sorry, I know it's taking a little bit longer.
let's see here.
For learning for futures on ES, you'd recommend 10-minute or 30-minute charting?
On footprints, 30 minutes. If you're talking about footprints and then
Yeah, footprints. Yeah.
30 minutes and 5 minutes execution.
Okay, execute. Okay, I was executing on 10 minutes. That's why. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sometimes you might not see the orders come in as quickly. The large, that's what I mean. Yeah, so that honestly, this is easy, right? So a lot of people were, I would say, fairly bearish going into the weekend. This looks pretty straightforward here. So as long as we hold that base spike tomorrow, that's going to be it. 199 and a half, and we can hit 207, 13. I don't have any levels in between here. I checked. I didn't see any major levels that I need to be aware of. Here. besides this level that's coming up here. So there's some nodes here at 24, 23, but nothing major.
My eyes went straight to 24.
Yeah, I mean 24 would be the
Yeah, you've got some support resistance there.
yeah. All right. Well, no levels change besides the spike, and then I mean we do not want to lose 5. What level do we not want to lose if you're an ES?
$92.50.
Yeah, why?
97.
Well, today they try to defend it too much.
So 92.50 is, I would say, is the right answer. But why is that?
Why is hard, shorty? I have a line there.
You have the prior 5-day value area low there for 5 weeks.
Yeah, so if you look 1, 2, 3, I would say 5 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you just kind of grab this level right here, it's gonna look a little off. If you grab this level here that I had previous week low, so look at the support that they had in this area, right? They had the support and that was the bottom of our, so just think somewhere around here, like right here, you see value area low, value area low, value area low. So the 92 to 181 is a huge, huge support for them. Because if they're able to shift, we accumulated here and then we conducted a distribution, meaning lower. If we can get back inside this range, that would be extremely bullish. So when we come back to revisit, let's say to 51, 91, and all the way to 80 level, if they can hold that, that's extremely bullish. But if we come down here and now we quickly lose that, what would that tell you in terms of price and value and price acceptance and rejection?
Rejecting the upper area.
Yeah, I mean, if you're rejecting this
Push
area,
above.
this low here is in trouble. Because they're going to find out, you know, they haven't had a lot of, I would say, rejections here, right? But these volume, like, I don't know, have you guys checked the volume here on ES lately? Volume is pretty bad as they're pushing this up, right? I mean, there's a lot of shady crap going on in terms of execution and how they run it up through the levels. But this breakout here, when you think about the weekly breakout, and you think about the previous week consolidations and breakout, for instance, look at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and then explosion, right? And the value shifts out of these balances higher. Like you're just stacking these, you know, value areas here in major overlap. It's not a lot of confidence in the auction that they're going up, at least not for me, right? This here, this gap that they sold off. So let's see what they do tomorrow at this 52.13. Just make sure you guys have that level. They will tag it. Pretty sure they will tag it, right? Yeah, as long as they give us a good entry, I would take it and drive it to this level here. But that would be, you know, sweep above and fail there, drive it to that 192. That's where the battle starts, I would say. 192 to 181. And this can set the tone for the rest of the quarter. Does that make sense, KJY? She's like, yep. Sure does. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we'll write up what I'm seeing here and then kind of identify the base spike, but this was covered in the last class on the spike base. I'm sorry, in the spike. So I'd suggest if you have questions, you want to see it tomorrow play out. You want to watch the levels and see how they respond. So that way you're going to learn through the experience, not just through a PowerPoint or a chart that somebody's presenting. It might be more valuable for you to pay attention to it tomorrow so you can see it work and you can gain some confidence in the setups that you're learning. So I would definitely watch the open tomorrow for the first 30 minutes. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I will post a link for the stocks. I'm definitely interested. Starbucks, I'll probably get some pen. I like the weird one, the KOPN. Probably see what they do after the earnings that you mentioned and throw some money at it. So we said pizza, Starbucks, pen, and maybe some KOPN and some T-Mobile puts further out. All right, guys. Well,
Sounds good.
thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thank you, Shorty.
Thanks, Shorty.